Hello, and welcome to the Les Perras Podcast. Today you're about to listen to episode 227. Episode 226 was about smartwatches. And today, episode 227 is about pet bottles. Pet bottles. These are wonderful things. I think that I have a lot of pet bottles sitting around my house at this very moment. Of course, they're great for drinks. You can go to the supermarket or the convenience store and buy a drink in a pet bottle. And you can rest assured that it is recyclable. On the other hand, you can also reuse pet bottles. I reuse lots of pet bottles. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably reusing 8 or 9 pet bottles right now. I use them to store water or to hold other things. I've made candle holders out of them. You can take them to a special recycling center and get them recycled. What do they do with these pet bottles? I can't say that I know everything, but I can say I heard they sort of reprocess the plastic and they make fiber out of it, and then some clothing companies use that fiber to make clothing. A famous clothing company that does that is Patagonia. You can buy fleece jackets that are made out of recycled pet bottles. Now, recycling isn't the best thing. Reusing is probably the best. And pet bottles can be reused a lot. I heard about pet bottle lights in some developing countries where they don't have really advanced architecture. They have a thin roof. I mean, it's one sheet of metal on the roof. You can cut a hole in the sheet of metal that's just about the size of a pet bottle. And you can mount a pet bottle in that hole. Put sort of some kind of caulking or sealing so the water doesn't come through the roof. And then it transmits light. So it's a nice light in your house. Of course, at night there is no light, so it's dark and your room is dark. But in the morning, when the sun comes up, you're getting light from the pet bottle. There's all sorts of wonderful things you can do with pet bottles. Tell me some of your ideas. Thanks for listening right through to the end of episode 227 of the Les Perras Podcast. Episode 227 was about pet bottles. Tomorrow, be sure to come back and listen in to episode 228, which is about dopamine detox.